All right, I got here a 2013 Ford Taurus. I think it's a converted police vehicle. So the story with it is they said maybe there was some sort of fire on the battery. So they replaced the battery and then it worked, she said, for a little bit. And then he came today and it's totally dead. And the battery apparently has charged. Well, that's loose. This cable is frayed on the ground side. Now let's see. Yeah, there's nothing at all. Horn doesn't work. Completely no power. Alright, let's get a multimeter. See what we're dealing with. Now test light. Alright, let's see. Alright, so this is ground. And if we touch power, we have nothing. So it means this ground is not good. Or this battery is totally dead. One of the two. He told me there was 12 volts on the battery. But I clearly do not. Is my Tesla not working? Yeah, I think this is dead. Gotta get another lead. Alright, let me try to boost it. Let's jump this. Yeah, and we got lights. So I have no idea what they were talking about. Maybe the terminal was loose and... Okay, this is embarrassing. Coming down for a boost. Alright, I'm just going to tighten this up and then I guess I'll just start it up and then I'll test for a drain after this thing charges up a little bit. I think they just didn't tighten it. Okay, so here goes. Okay, we have lights. Yeah, finger. All right, let's let it run a little bit. And hopefully the heat works. Freezing. All right, I'm gonna let this car sit for a little bit. So actually, let me just see, make sure it's charging. Yeah, it's charging at 14. It's jumping around a little bit, but probably because the battery is so dead. All right, I'm gonna let it set. And we'll see what happens. I'm gonna go in my truck and warm up a little bit. Alright, I think I solved the mystery. You see here, the lights are on in the snow. And when the car's off, they stay on. Actually, no, they shut off. Wait, sorry. Yeah, they're staying on. Well, I think that's why the battery's going dead. First I thought because this knob was on a different one. It was on one, but it stays on the whole time. So is there a... Maybe that shuts it off? Yeah, that shuts it off. Okay, so that button's on. And it works with the car off. I don't know if it's supposed to, but that was clearly draining the battery. It has to be. Because right now... I had it running for like 10 minutes and everything works now. It starts up. See, now this thing with the key on, is the lights on? The lights are off, but let's go on light 1. Now it's off, so that button has to be pressed. Okay, I think this button has to be pressed, and then it turns lights on. Alright, I think that was the whole issue. I'm gonna shut this off. I'm gonna just test for a parasitic draw, just because I got a charge for coming down, so I'll feel a little less stupid if it was just coming down for a boost. Alright, so I'm gonna use the PPDRAW, the power probe. The ignition's still on, and the battery, the key's not in, so there's definitely a draw. Unless I went too far. I went to accessory maybe. Okay, on. Oh, the lights are on. There we go. Okay. I left the lights on. Fine. Perfect. So, oh wait, so maybe let's turn that on. Are the lights still on? Yeah, they're still on. Okay, so that has to be off. Alright, let's plug this in. We'll leave that there. You also got a tracker in here. That could be draining it. Alright. Okay, let's do smart output. I'm gonna leave this in here so we can see through. And let's pull the battery. It's the wrong battery in here. Alright, let's see. Okay, so now we have 531 milliamps. And we'll wait till this thing goes to sleep. I'm actually gonna go back in my truck because it's freezing cold. Oh, maybe the hood has to be closed also. Is there a hood switch? I'm not sure. Yeah, it definitely said hood ajar before. Alright, we'll just check the hood because I don't really suspect there to be a draw. But I am going to have to open it up to take the battery out. Alright, we're down to 239. And we'll be back in 5 minutes. Alright, let's go see what it's up to. Well, it's still at 239. It was like 5-6 minutes. Oh, there's so many aftermarket things in here. Alright, I'll give it a little more time before, because I know Fords could sometimes take up to 45 minutes. Alright, it's been like 10 minutes. Let's see. I hope this thing's sleeping. Yep, 33 milliamps. So, honestly, I was called down to boost this car. But there's not much I could do. Alright, let me just put this car back together. Pop the... Okay, I'll put the battery back on. we're good to go. Just to make sure the thing starts, because otherwise they're going to come tomorrow and say, oh, it didn't start. Alright, where's the key? Yep, starts right up. Alright, so we gotta tell them that this button right here has to be kept off. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching.